All right, so I finally take over. It was not easy for me since I had to locate so many devices to make sure that I'm here. And so I request for your pardon. This is not what I usually do. So I had to do a lot of improvisations to make sure that this Zoom can now happen. Since I was not supposed to be the speaker, although I'm always prepared, but this time around with me, I didn't have my devices. So sorry for that. But I want to welcome you and to thank you for taking up a decision to be with us tonight. My name is Julius. I'm your presenter. I've been in Royalq for the last 2.5 years. And I believe Royalq is an amazing business that if anyone takes up the time to understand how powerful the business is, if anyone takes up the time to internalize how powerful the business is, their life can never be the same. Tonight, being a Friday, I'm going to specifically run into a particular part of the business. As we are going to be able to discuss, you're going to find out that Royalq basically has two main areas of making money, or two main parts of making money. It has the trading part, which we can basically be able to discuss, but also Royalq has another part that we can also talk about. All right, so welcome everybody, and I feel at home. My name is Julius, and if you can see my screen, give me a 1 in the chat. If you can see my screen, give me a 1 in the chat. If you can be able to see my screen, give me a 1 in the chat. Okay, so let's run into what is the Royalq and in more details. What is the Royalq? Ladies and gentlemen, in simple terms, Royalq is a cryptocurrency trading bot. It's a cryptocurrency trading bot. So it means it trades what we call cryptocurrencies. If you go and visit a website by the names of coinmarketcap.com, if you go and visit a website, coinmarketcap.com, you'll find that we have over 2 million cryptocurrencies in total, and we have over 700 plus exchanges. So these are platforms where buyers and sellers of cryptocurrency gather, or where they meet, where they could be able to buy easily and sell easily cryptocurrencies. And at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, we could be able to see that the number one leading cryptocurrency that dominates the market is called BTC. But in the market of 200 million cryptocurrencies, it is not easy for someone to easily find a good coin to trade. It is not easy for someone to find a good coin to trade, a good coin. When we talk about a good coin, there are so many factors we consider. We consider so many factors. One of them is what we call the tokenomics. The tokenomics of a cryptocurrency. And this really involves a lot, okay? It involves a lot. One, why did this coin come in the market? What problem, in short? What problem did this coin come to solve in the market? Every cryptocurrency that exists in the market has a solution it's bringing in the market, a problem it is solving in the market. For example, let's look at, there are several, but let's look at some, okay? I'll pick one or two. Let me start with BTC. What did Bitcoin come to solve in the market? One, Bitcoin is not like any other medium of transaction that happens, Bitcoin is a little bit unique because Bitcoin, I could not say that Bitcoin is not a digital currency. Because when we talk about digital currencies, ladies and gentlemen, a dollar is a digital currency. A pound is a digital currency. Ugandan shillings can be shared digital-wise. But all of these, they have one challenge. More can be made. More can be made. Central governments have the power because on the 15th of August, 1971, the president of America by then, by the names of Nixon, decided to give an order, and this order has been working since this date, ladies and gentlemen, that there is no all currencies, whether the euro, whether the dollar, whether the Ugandan shillings, all currencies must be backed up by the US dollar, and it's only the US dollar that is backed up by gold. And you know what, guys? The US government has been printing more dollars whenever they have financial challenges. And this has caused inflation. And so Bitcoin came into the market with only 21 million Bitcoins, and no more can be made, one, to create a hedge against inflation. A hedge against inflation. A hedge against inflation. That once you have some Bitcoin or use Bitcoins as a media of transaction, ladies and gentlemen, your Bitcoins will never, not more than 21 million will be created. And so we find that the amount of Bitcoins in circulation are only 19.6 per now, and remaining with around 1.4 million that is not yet in the market. And after 4 years, the amount of Bitcoins that get into circulation reduce up to 240 when all Bitcoins in circulation will be done. So Bitcoin came to solve a problem. That's the first problem. Money that cannot be recreated. Two, irreversible Bitcoin transactions are irreversible. Because if I send you, let me say I use MTN or Airtel, if I send you some money, I can get ways of reversing my money. Cryptocurrency transactions are irreversible, and that is very, very important. But apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, cheap transfer and easy transfer of money from one place to another. You could transfer $10 million from Uganda to South Africa in a blink of an eye. Faster, easy transfer of money. So, like Bitcoin, all other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, the one that was brought in 2015, helped people to create decentralized applications, the dApps. We have other cryptocurrencies like Solana, which also helps to create decentralized applications. We have cryptocurrencies like XRP, that is also solving the problem of high charges of MoneyGram, high charges of Western Union. So every cryptocurrency that exists in the market, ladies and gentlemen, has a problem to solve. But it's not easy to do what we call cryptocurrency curating, identification of cryptocurrencies that have a good project, a cryptocurrency that has a good community, a cryptocurrency that has a good vision. Okay? But Royalq does all the curating for you, and it has sorted 100 coins. that have a good community, that have a good project, good volatility, and so many other stuff that I'm not going to go into details for today, that anyone needs to consider before putting any of their money into cryptocurrency. And so Royalq has looked at good 100 coins. And these good 100 coins, ladies and gentlemen, are available in the Royalq application. And simple, you could do what we call quantitative. Okay, I hope my sound is back. Let me find out. Give me one in the chat if my sound is there now. Yes, I will not give up. I know some few challenges here and there, but I will try my level best to manage. All right. Okay. Now, you could join Royalq. Royalq gives two ways of earning. Royalq gives you two ways of earning. One, let the robot trade for you. So once the robot is going to trade for you, one, you'll purchase your robot at $120, very affordable, because it means you'll be paying your robot only $10 per month. And on every profit you make, Royalq will charge you 20% of the profit. Let me say you make $100. Royalq will charge you $20. On every profit you make, Royalq is entitled to 20%. And it cannot pick this 20% from your exchange, because when you pay $120, you'll find that you need capital. You need capital. I recommend a minimum of $100. You need capital. So you need around, this is 100. So you need, this is 220. You need around $240. And I recommend between $10 to $20. So if you have $230, $240, you could start Royalq in a better way. Although someone could decide to start with a lesser capital, but with a better move. Now, if you have your 240 and you have paid your robot, Royalq says you can trade. You can use the robot to trade for you, but also you could build a team of traders. And whenever the robot will trade for them and they make profit and they get charged the 20%, you will always earn. And so I want to, for the trading, I talk about it every day, because the robot is going to trade for you. It's not you who's going to involve yourself in the trading. And so today I'm not going to put my focus on this. I'm going to put my focus that if you decide to build a team of traders, how do you earn? Now, it is not a team of traders, it is a team of robots. If these robots are working for these people, you will get paid. So it is a win-win business. When the robot trades for them and they make money, you make money. If the robot doesn't trade for them, you don't make money. That's why it is important for the robot to trade for them. They make money and you earn. And the day I understood what I'm going to share with you, my life never remained the same. I remember the night when I was taken through, the compensation plan of Royalq. I visioned. By then, ladies and gentlemen, I was staying in a self-confused house. Whenever I talk about a self-confused house, no one understands me, but it is simple. A self-confused house is a house where the curtain separates the sitting room and the bedroom. This is a self-confused house because when you are in the middle here, you don't know. Am I in the bedroom? Am I in the sitting room? Am I in the bedroom? Accidentally, if a guest comes and you are here and you open this one, the guest might sit on the bed thinking that this could be the sitting room. So it is usually a self-confused house. And when I was shown the business by the gentleman, I only had a carpet. Today, as I'm speaking to you, I'm seated in my office at home. By the time I was shown Royalq, I was presenting the business, ladies and gentlemen, on a carpet, on a small box where I put, now I'm seated in my office, very comfortable, speaking to you tonight. So I want to explain the compensation plan of Royalq, because when I understood how I'm going to get rewarded, my life never remained the same. I still remember I got started in a business. I never had trading capital to start. I had only paid $120 to purchase the robot. And this is what I told myself. If it is true that this robot works, if it is true that this robot is paying other people, I'm going to speak to other people that have the capital that I don't have, get them on board, they use the robot, and I get paid. And that was my decision. I took the decisions on the 12th of June, 2021. I spoke to my first person, Leader Oreda from Namibia. She got started, and I made my first $30. Like I'm going to explain to you, ladies and gentlemen. I got the $30, took off $15, went to downtown, bought rice. And I said, by the time this rice will get to a half, I'll be a millionaire. Ladies and gentlemen, both in using Royalq to trade and also to build a team, in total, Royalq has paid me over 700 million Ugandan shillings, which is above $150,000. In short, it's more than $150,000 for the last 2.5 years. I don't say that I am a millionaire, but ladies and gentlemen, in my Uganda, I'm close to 1 billion Ugandan shillings. I've made over 500 million Ugandan. I've made over 500 million Ugandan shillings. So in short, I could be a millionaire in my country. Because I converted the 100, by the way, I paid $100. I converted my $85 to over $150,000 in a period of 2.5 years. Today, ladies and gentlemen, in short, I'm now a married man. Before I started the business, I never did so. Life was confusing. So the reason why I shared with you that short story is that I want you to believe in yourself, that you have the ability and the potential to rise off the ground, whether educated or not, whether the background or not. Today, as we speak, as the crypto ambassadors, we are one of the fastest growing teams across the world. We have a system and a structure, but most important, ladies and gentlemen, we have now close to over 70,000 users all over the world. And I believe you who is listening to me today, you could start. I don't know the 70,000 users, but I could know 1 or 2 people that are on the call tonight. Allow me with pleasure take you through this important part of the plan. The important part of the plan that I want you to look at, ladies and gentlemen, and understand how powerful it is. And I want to request you to make a decision to take this plan serious, because basically it has the power. Basically, it has the potential. Basically, it has the ability, ladies and gentlemen, to get yourself off the ground to another level. A few hours ago, I was speaking to a gentleman who made over close to $1.8 million in the last bull run cycle, and our conversation was superb. Okay, it was superb. But that's not what I want to discuss. Allow me going to share my screen right now and dive into this compensation plan, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe it will be a fantastic open up pleasure as you make a decision tonight. Get your notebooks ready and let us rock and roll together into this plan as you get a better understanding, ladies and gentlemen, how powerful, how fantastic, how incredible, how unbelievable, brilliant the idea that Royalq brings on the table for me and you tonight. So I'm going to share my screen right now. I'm going to share my screen right now. Okay. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Beautiful. Fantastic. We are good to go. Just a minute. Okay. All right. If you can see my screen, give me one in the chat. If you can see my screen, give me one in the chat, 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 one in the chat. Okay. All right, guys. Royalq has a big commission, a very big commission, by the way, big bonuses in the affiliate program. If you decide to build a team of robots to trade for other people. And like I explained soon about your capital. Let us have an overview of the network plan. Ladies and gentlemen, these are important and key. So Royalq compensation plan consists of two components. One is the activation gain, which is your direct sales bonus. When you get your link from Royalq and give it to this one and he activates his robot, and this one he activates his robot, immediately when this person pays $120, there is a certain portion that is yours. It is instant. And it can be withdrawn immediately in 2 seconds. It is in your account. If there is anybody who has withdrawn money from the Royalq platform, from team building, give me a yes in the chat. If you have taken some money, you have sponsored someone, has joined the team, and made some bonus, give me a yes in the chat. If you're on this call and you have made a bonus by someone purchasing a tool to make money for them, give me a yes in the chat. If you have withdrawn something from your Royalq. And many people misinterpret their first withdrawal. But my first withdrawal, ladies and gentlemen, my first withdrawal was the game changer. I was able to vision. I was able to say, if I can take off $30, I can take off $10,000. If I can take off $10,000, I can take off $100,000. If I can take off $100,000, I can take off $500,000. If I can take off $500,000, I can take off $1 million. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I've seen myself withdraw all these funds up to $150,000. I believe I can withdraw $1.1 million, $1.2 million, $1.3 million, $1.4 million, $1.5 million, up to $10 million in 2024 to 2025. And I want to show you a strategy. You may not make $10 million, but if you make $1 million, you can change your life. You could not make $1 million, but if you make maybe $100,000, you could change your life. It's up to you how much you can collect, but it is plenty, plenty, and plenty. So when you are going to go and pick your link and give it to someone, here are the bonuses. The first bonus. But you see, like Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money while you are asleep, you will work until you die. Whenever I reason about how every day I can only get active income. I get sleeping nightmares because active income involves you alone. And I personally hate active income because it means without me, things cannot move on. If I own a shop, ladies and gentlemen, without me or without someone going to open the shop, I don't make money. I hate such businesses. Okay? If I'm a doctor and I don't go to the clinic to see patients, I don't make money. I don't make money. It means the ability for me to make money needs my presence. It needs my ability to be there. And Warren Buffett, he is the greatest investor in the US. He has been able to mentor multi-billionaires like Bill Gates. And maybe he has also, his quote has mentored me. Because whenever I think about it, that I sell my time, whenever I think about it, that I sell my skill, yes, it is true. I went to school. I have a medical background, ladies and gentlemen. And when I meet my favorite area of focus, the mothers in the labor suit to do delivery, I love the skill. But without me, I discovered that without me visiting the labor suit to be able to help mothers deliver, without me being in the postnatal wards to help these mothers that have delivered, without me helping these new babies, without me being present at the time to help this mother, to help this newborn baby, I wouldn't make money. It means it needed my active presence. Okay, people tell me, Julius, you were very so much skilled in the field, but I needed to be there. I needed to go in for night shifts at night. Most of the mothers deliver at night. And the mother tells you, I request you, please don't go away until I deliver. And I need to be on the mother. I need to have sleepless nights so that I could make money. And I discovered this is not what I was looking for. I'm looking for freedom. I want freedom. I want freedom of time and I want freedom of money. These two components are too important for me. And there is no way you can have freedom of money. There is no way you can have freedom of time when you don't have a system. Why, Julius? Because a system saves you time, energy, and money. You need a system. But on my way of looking at different systems that rich people have built, those I admire, I find that all these systems, rich men have sleepless nights. They have sleepless nights to manage their businesses, to do the accounting of their businesses, to manage their funds. And I was not ready, ladies and gentlemen, to wake up every morning, to leave my wife in bed. I was not ready. I was not ready to leave my wife in bed every morning, ladies and gentlemen, for the rest of my life in chasing money. I was not ready to see my children call me uncle for the rest of my life. I was not ready. I wanted to live a life where the people I love, the people I work for can have my presence, can feel my presence, I can show them the love I talk about when I have the freedom of money, when I have the freedom of time to express my feeling. Why? Because life is too short not to show love to those you love. Life is too short not to show love to your mother. Life is too short not to show love to your parents. Life is too short not to show love to the people that matter in your life. And I was looking for something. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking for someone who is still looking for an opportunity. Because, ladies and gentlemen, life is too short that you might end your life looking for an opportunity. But life starts to make meaning. Life starts to make a meaning when you find an opportunity that has the ingredients. Life starts to make meaning, ladies and gentlemen, when you find an opportunity that the ingredient, the power, and the ability. And I want to remind you, you are special. I want to remind you, you have greatness within you. And once you land an opportunity like Royalq, and you have greatness within you, once you land an opportunity like Royalq, that brings out that ability and that power, that you are special, then open your third eye and see what it has for you, ladies and gentlemen. Because when you share the opportunity, yes, you'll make your first bonus, but this is not the end. Royalq gives us what we call residual income, the trade profit. Julius, I spoke to this guy and I told him, look, as you are presenting me to the business, I want this to ring in my ear, in my mind very well. Wait, is it that when he buys the robot, and whenever the robot will make money for him, I will still be, pardon, open my ears. He said, yes, pardon. Repeat it again. I bring him, he pays 120, I get paid. But whenever this robot will make money for him that he has in his briefcase, he has covered it under the bed, whether his phone is on, whether his phone is off, whether he's sleeping, whether he's eating, whether he's traveling, whether he's drinking, whether he's doing anything, whether he's happy, whether he's annoyed, whether he doesn't want money, whether he needs money, whenever it will make money for him, I will make money. And the person said, yes. I said, thank you, God. I have found a gold mine. I have found a gold mine. I have found a gold mine. It means I can make money while I'm sleeping. It means I can make money while I'm eating. It means I can make money whenever I blink my eye. Then money will never become my focus anymore. My focus now is going to help so many people to have this software and learn how to use it. So many people to have this software and learn how to use it. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't know that $85 could turn to $150,000 by that. But it looks like we have not yet started. I'm scared and I'm worried. That's why my first goal was to make only my first goal, by the way, when I got started in the business and I understood the compensation plan, I wanted three things at first. I wanted to have a car, I wanted to have a house, and I wanted to build for my mother a house. Only three things. That's the things I was looking for. Today, they are all past. I have a car, I have a family, I have a house, and I've built for my mother a house. Those were my few goals. But I didn't know that even after achieving those goals, money could still be coming. And I want you to have this third eye that I saw my first time on how powerful this opportunity is. Let's continue with the compensation plan of Royalq. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a pro network company. This is a pro network company. What is the difference between a pro network company? A pro network company is the company that focuses on its members. It doesn't focus on itself, it focuses on its members. That's what crypto ambassadors we are about. We focus on our team members. We don't focus on our rewards. We don't focus on the money. We don't focus on the money. We put our focus on our team members. And this was taught to us by Royalq. Because Royalq says, when someone pays $120, we shall only take off $40 and give $80 to the network. I said, sir, I need you to open my ear. Open my ear so that I can hear this very well. Whenever someone pays $120, Royalq only takes off $40 and it gives $80 to its team members. And I said, what a privilege. I'm going to talk to the village. When the village fails, I'll go to the parish level. When the parish level fails, I'll go to the sub-county. When the sub-county fails, I'll go to the district. When the district fails, I'll go to the city. When the city fails, I'll visit all cities. When Uganda fails, I'll go to Tanzania. When Tanzania fails, I'll go to Kenya. When Kenya fails, I'll go to Namibia. When Namibia fails, I'll go to Nigeria. When Nigeria fails, I'll go to the United States of America. And someone asked me how? Because I have a smartphone. I don't need to move out of my house. I just need to load data on this nice, beautiful phone, get on my camera, and explain to people how powerful the tool is. And then someone asked me, where will you get the people? I told him, no, don't worry. I'll open my TikTok account and speak to people. I'll open my Facebook and speak to people. I'll open my Instagram and speak to people. I'll open my Telegram and speak to. Hardly did I know that I've stepped on a gold mine. I didn't know that I'd stepped on a gold mine. I'd stepped on money that keeps coming, whether you like it or not. Ladies and gentlemen, the compensation of Royalq is one of its own kind. It's one of its own kind. Oh my goodness. Let your third eye hear. Let your third eye listen. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it pays $30 to $70. Remember, Royalq gives $80. I want you to discover it's going to give. If you're a V1, you'll get $30. V2, $40. V3, $50. V4, $60. V5, $65. V6, $70. I was only affected by the market. But ladies and gentlemen, in 5 months of Royalq, I was a V5. I became a V1 immediately activated on the 12th of June, 2021. In 8 days, I was a V2. In 2 weeks, I was a V3. In 1 month, I was a V4. And in a total of 5 months, I had become a V5. I was only affected by the downward movement of the market. But ladies and gentlemen, my goal was to become a V6 in 6 months. But I want to tell you, although I didn't become a V6 in 6 months, my life has never been the same. And people ask me, why were you fighting to rank up? I was not okay with giving my link to make 30, yet when you become a V2, when you give your link, you get 40. I was not okay with getting 40, yet when I give my link, when I'm a V3, I get 50. I was not okay with getting 50, yet when I give my link, when I'm a V5, I get 60. I was not okay with getting 60, yet when I give my link, I get 60. Up to now, I'm not okay with being a V5 because it is not okay with me to only get $65 when I share my link. Yet when I share my link, when I'm a V6, I'll be getting $70. I love this. I love the opportunity. I love the opportunity because it rewards effort. Now, people usually tell me, but Julius, why do you want to work hard? Let me give you reasons. Let me give you reasons. A doctor, if a doctor wants to be successful, either he needs to go in for sleepless nights every day in the theater to treat so many clients. If a teacher wants to be successful, either he works in one school or works in so many. Ladies and gentlemen, success has a price to pay. But you have a choice. You pay the price now, you pay now and play later. Or you play now and pay later. I'm not coming with this to attack anyone. But whenever I meet an old person, maybe selling popcorns on taxes, or maybe a person who's older than me, still in an old age, I don't blame them, but I usually say one thing. There was an opportunity at their time that they met, and maybe did not take it serious, or maybe they thought otherwise. They played in a certain time, but now they are paying. I'm not saying the opportunities, they might not have met opportunities, okay? But what I want to emphasize, if you are listening me tonight, and you can have a smartphone, if you are listening me tonight, and you are watching me from your phone, if you are listening me tonight, and you can hear my voice from your phone that you are having, if you can listen me tonight, and you are listening me from your laptop, if you are watching me tonight, and you have one phone, you have two phones, you have three phones, if you are listening me tonight, and you have a WhatsApp number, if you are listening me tonight, and you have a Telegram account, you are listening me tonight, and you have a TikTok account, you are listening me tonight, and you have an Instagram account, if you remain broke, it is a personal decision. And I want to warn, if you are in crypto 2024 and 2025, and still in 2026 you complain of poverty, it has been your personal decision. That's why whoever fears money, it's okay for you to leave this call. Because when I continue to share with you how important, anybody who fears money, please leave the Zoom. Leave the Zoom. Whoever fears too much money, I beg you, leave the Zoom. Leave the Zoom. Because last time I was sleeping and I got a nightmare that poor people might not go to heaven, if at all heaven is there. Why? Because when you are broke, you can't serve God. When you are broke, you can't serve God. A poor person cannot serve God. One, you cannot help your family members better to get what they need. When you are broke, even you get the last seat in the church, they can't give you a front seat because even the pastor fears to get associated with you. Me, I'm telling you fact. I'm not here to lie. Even the pastor fears to associate with you. He fears. He's scared that you might go away with. That's why they could give you you can't serve God when you are broke. Everybody wants to associate with someone who has some money. And I want to remind you, nobody is going to come to save you. You need to save yourself. And when does that happen? You must be ready to make a big money. Some of you, the problem, you fear too much money. So before I go to this second part, anybody who fears money, I want to beg you to leave the Zoom before I continue. If you fear too much money, please leave. That one has gone. Thank you. Anybody else before I go to this part? Anybody else to leave the last one? Okay. Another one has left. Okay. If you fear money, please go. Hey, whoever fears money, another one. Okay. No, they have left. They have all left. They have all. I think they have all gone. I think no one here still fears money because you might. Because if you fear money and you have remained here, you might get a nightmare. People with the proverbs, money is the root of evil. No, money is not the root of evil. Money only helps you to be who you were supposed to be. Money only helps you to be who you are supposed to be. Okay, now let's go to this topic. Trade profits. You are entitled to a percentage of the trade profit, which makes up residual income. Taran, 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 karabara. You hear even tongues have started. Karabara. Ladies and gentlemen, residual income. Residual income. From the people you have brought personally, and to those not brought by you, whenever a trade is closed by the robot, not by you, whenever the robot will trade and make money for these people, you make, you earn, you earn. The robot doesn't sleep. Imagine if I was the robot and I'm on the market the whole night. My eyes are naked. I'm looking for opportunity. I buy low, I sell high the whole night.
And you are busy there, you are sleeping, you are making money, and as you are making money, and the robot is also making money for you. Me who brought you as I'm sleeping, let the robot make money for you as I earn my percentage. So if you fear too much money, and also I want to warn, if you fear too much money, never share your link. This is a begging point. If you fear too much money, never share your link. Never go to Royalq, tap on invite a friend, and copy your link and give it to someone. Please, I want to beg you, if you fear money coming when you don't want it, never share your link. Never share, because immediately you share your link and this person learns how to use the robot, you are going to suffer with the problem of money coming when you don't want it. So I want to beg anyone on the call, ladies and gentlemen, that fears too much money to never touch and give your link to anyone. Never try it. Never try it, because you are going to suffer with the problem. You are going to suffer with the problem. And this is a warning. This is a warning. Never give your link if you fear to wake up and find money on your account. If you are this person who's used it to going to work for money, and you fear waking up to check that your account has money while you are sleeping, never give your link to anyone. Just trade yourself, have your robot with peace. Never give your link to anyone, because you are going to get a problem. When I traded Royalq for 6 days, and on my 6th day, I woke up and I found the money that I had not worked for in my account. I called my boss by then and I told him, I'm not coming back. If I can make money when I'm sleeping, why should I come to Yoka Hospital? I'm not coming. And he said, who do you call yourself? Who do you call yourself? You must come to job. I told him, I have fired you. And he said, who do you fire? I have fired you. I'll never come back. And he said, you will see what this world will do to you. And I told him, I have fired you and I will never come back. Today, he cannot sit where I sit. No, because I spend freely. I spend freely. Now, my fellow Ugandans, if you fear money, if you have now this goes to Ugandans, if you fear having money with you in the pocket, you fear having money, you don't share your link. Never. This is my fellow Ugandans. Now, let me call my wife to give me some dollars. If you fear money, you fear having money with you, around you, next to you, over you, near you, next to you, over you, inside you, everywhere. You fear money. You don't want to spend money. Now, this last one goes to people who don't want to send money. Those ones you don't want to spend. You want to stay with your money. Never share the link. Because the problem with sharing the link is that you will have some money all the time. Money will be there. And the problem will be, how do I spend the money? How do I spend the money? And if you are here and you fear money, never share your link. May I want to warn you, because let me explain. Why should you not share if you fear too much money? Here's the reason. When you share, Royalq will give you, when you share, Royalq is going to say, whenever this person trades, you make something. Whenever the people they bring, you are going to be making a lot of. Let me explain how you make it. Whenever there is a trade, like today, Royalq traded a render token very fast. You are entitled to 20% of the trade profit. Royalq converts it to 100%, keeps only 40%, and distributes 80% us, which is the network. Oh my God. 20 to 60% depending on your rank. I was like, shibarata para para pata. I get 20 to 60% depending on my rank. I will not see. Let me show you why. Let me show you why. This is when I discovered that a man who is broke marries a wife he can afford. And the man who has money marries a wife he likes. I discovered that quote here. Because when you have V1 only 20%, when you have V2 30%, when you have V3 40%, when you have V4 50%, when you have V5 55%, when you have V6 60%, I was like, hey! So I bring Peter. Peter makes $100 in profit. Point of inquiry. When Peter makes $100, Peter is charged $20. But I'm a V4. So 50 over 100 times 20. I did not learn a lot of mathematics, but I know how to cut zeros. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, whenever Peter will make $20, $10 on my wallet is sweet. So I said, I will teach so many people to make a lot of money using this robot so that I receive a lot of profit, even when I don't like it. So that's why when people are like, it has sorrow D, it has sorrow D, I send another signal. It has sorrow D, it has sorrow D. I look for another, where is another coin that can do well? Where's, because I want people to make a lot of money so that I can spend. When people earn, you spend, I spend. So that when I go to where people are spending money, I don't look at the menu. I look at what I want. You know, when you are broke, you read the menu. Some people pretend I'm reading, but I'm reading for what I want. But you are focusing on the price. How much? How much? Ladies and gentlemen, get out of that mode. Share the link so that when you reach the hotel, you just ask, what do you have? What do you have? Okay, bring that one. Then the waiter is like, it is very expensive. Do you know the price? Please, can you bring my order? Then you place your phone. As you are taking the drink, you share the link. Stephen, have you heard about Royalq? It's a cryptocurrency trading bot. By the time you finish, he has activated, you pay, and then you move away and tell the waiter, never do that again. But if you want to read the menu, do not give your link. Because some of you have become a problem to the economy. Some of you have become a problem to your families. Whenever they invite you to a function, you give reasons, you explain. You explain, you keep on explaining. Every time in your life, you have reasons for everything. Some of you complain that iPhones are very expensive phones. They are very bad. They have very hard software. But the challenge is not the iPhone. The challenge is that it is expensive to you. But you want to pass out of this world without using good things. Some of you, where you were born is where you were. You started from there, you were born from there, you have slept from there, and you don't travel. You don't want to enjoy this life. As if you give all the reasons, but the problem is money. I want to explain to you that if you want to get out of the cocoon of poverty, the cocoon of excuse, the cocoon of why you don't want to enjoy this world, yet God gave it to you. Every time you are sleeping, you dream poverty. A good car passes over you, you close your eyes. Please get out of this situation. Share the Royalq link. Even God will ask you, me, I want to go. Even God will ask you if we go to him, if he's there. Why did you not enjoy this world? Yet you got Royalq. And some of you will not have the answer. Now share the link. Share the link. Share the link. And suffer with the problem of spending. Ladies, apart from those bonuses, Royalq keeps aside. Remember, we said that it takes 40%. It takes 40% only, and it distributes the remaining balance. No, here, by the way, it's not 40%. It is 30%. It takes 30% and distributes 70%. But it only gives 20 to 60, depending on your rank. It remains with 10%. Did you know that every month, hey, on the money that Royalq has made from fuel fee, is 30%, it gives 10% aside. You know, there are people here who love the salary. Since someone started earning salary, when you take away salary from him, he can even kill you. There are people who love salary. Hey! Me, I have a friend of mine. Last week, I was talking to him and I told him, but you money, why don't you stop earning salary? You are getting older. We of the same age, but as if you are my grandfather. You know, poverty is very bad. Me, I didn't know that I was handsome. I didn't know. I just knew recently. I didn't know that I was even created perfectly in God's image. I was halfway God's image. But you earn salary, you look at someone, is he like your grandfather because of poverty? That's why me, I hate poverty. I told him, come to Royalq, come to Royalq and become a V6 if you love salary so much. Why? Because on the total amount of money that Royalq will make, keep aside 10%, and every first of the month, it will pay you. Now, salary earners are getting annoyed. Me, I didn't come for you. It was an example. It is an example. So salary earners, I didn't come for. You know, someone may be, the boy is on me, the man is on me. Am I the one who pays you the salary? Me, I'm just sharing. See, since he started, he's on me, he's on me. Did we agree that I'll be talking about you? And this is called the global dividend. This reward is extra above as a reward is when you become a V6. Now I'm going to move very fast as a crocodile. Now someone is about to say, but that doesn't exist. Am I an Englishman? Now I'm going to move as fast as a crocodile. Look here. When you are V1 and you activate your robot and you share your link, you earn $30. And on the fuel fee, you share 20%. If you are V2, when you share your link, you earn $40. And when you share your link, you earn 30%. How do you become a V2? Share your link to 3 people. Work with them and have a total of 20. I had sleepless nights, and in 8 days, I was a V2. Ha, 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 ha. This is the biggest mistake anyone in Royalq can do. You become a V2. Why, Julius? Because this is you. You are V2. You shared your link with this guy and this one and this one. And you have a team of 20 and you are now a V2. When you personally share your link to this guy, who is a V1, who's a V1, this one, you make $40. But anyone these guys will bring up to infinity, you keep on getting $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10. If you have ever flied popcorns, one of the challenge you are going to face when you become a V2 is what we call pop, 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 pop. Every time the robot is ringing, pop, 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 pop. $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10. Because whenever anyone brings anyone down here, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, the robot is popping dollar per dollar, 10, 10, 10, 10. I started making $100 per day when I became a V2, and I started in tongue. In the church where I was praying, I got a front seat. I started being invited to special church meetings. In my clan, they started giving me calls before anything happened. I said, God, what is happening? With only $100 per day, this is what happens. All my exes started chatting me. How are you? Good morning. Good afternoon. How is your day? I was like, hey, only on $100, everybody has recognized that I'm okay now. I started to become mentally stable. When you become a V2, life changes. I changed the sitting places. I stopped taking taxi. I switched to a boda. When I became a V2, life changed. I changed my eating places from small, hard to approach to better restaurants. Being V2 is very dangerous. Even when I became V2, I changed the places where I used to watch matches of Arsenal and Man U. Then I changed the association. I stopped taking the cheap drinks that could kill my liver. I went to better drinks that could not kill my liver. I have not talked about any drink here. Nobody should quote me wrong. But when I became a V2, my life started to move to another level. I was eating rice only. I started ordering for chicken. I don't want to lie to anyone. Me, I ate the money. I started to order for chicken. Chicken, I changed. I don't eat plain beans because I was single. I started to see beautiful women because when I was broke, I did see them. I would see them, but close my eye. But when I became a V2, I said, okay, hello, yes, good life. Hey. I started to pay, to return to God. You can't give what you don't have. V2 is a very dangerous rank because $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10. There was like $10, $10, $10, $10, $10. I bought a new phone. $10, $10. I bought a mattress. $10, $10. I bought a bed. $10. I bought bed sheets. $10, $10. I was sleeping in a blanket when I made $10. Hey, I ordered for an amazing oven from Dubai. Ladies and gentlemen, V2 was a poverty killer. And getting 20 people in your team was one of the fantastic things I've ever done for myself. Let me tell you. I went to the village and I ordered a milk supplier to my mother. Every day I need her to receive milk. I went to a butcher. I ordered whenever she wants meat. I went to a shop and I told them, now make sure that every day she receives something. V2 is a poverty killer. And when you get 20 people in your team, Latima, I had never seen this. I went and I told my mother, I'm going to build for you a new house. And she was like, my son, where are you going to get the money? When I became V2, I forgot my education background. I stopped telling people I studied so much. Because money was speaking. Money was speaking. Money was speaking. I stopped telling people that I'm educated. Now I did not need introduction anywhere. When I sit, I look a complete metamorphosis created in God's image. I just sit and they bring a front seat. When they look to me, they look at my face, they see money. They started to see money on me, even without me explaining. They start seeing money on me without me explaining to anyone. And how do I share the link? I call people on Zoom and I explain. And you, what you do, you call people, me, I explain, you make money. By the way, when I became V2, I became handsome. I didn't know. Whenever I looked at the mirror, I said, this is the real me. The real me, the king himself. The complete metamorphosis of myself. The real me, the real human being. When I that was the most important decision I have ever made. I didn't know. I was handsome and beautiful at the same time. I had people start calling me from the village. I'm your brother. I'm your brother. I'm your brother. Yes, I was born to your sister, your uncle, your aunt. All of them, they came back. You joke with becoming a V2. And now, one of the grave mistakes you can do in Royalq is to move from V2 and become V3. V3 is criminal. V3 is criminal. Why is V3 criminal? Because now when you share your link, you make $50. I had never seen 50. Now, me, I come from Uganda. This is over 200,000 Ugandan shillings. I shared my link with someone. I made this. I said, point of order, point of information, point of consultants. Mr. Chairman, sir, can I find out? Is it true? And immediately I withdrew the $50. You know, now $50, they are just, if you are in Uganda, they are just small 4 papers. I know people have money. Me, I'm not here to show you. They are just 4 papers of this in Uganda. And I was like, so when I share my link, I get 4 of these. Huh? You know, it is January. I know people in Uganda, sunshine has shined in your wallets, but never with someone who shares Royalq. In January only, my fellow Ugandans, Royalq paid me over 11 million Ugandan shillings. I don't cry. It is not too much, but it is enough. It is enough. People complaining, we are not doing okay financially. We are not. You move from V2 and become V3 and see what problem you will suffer with. It is how fast you solve your financial challenges. Now, when you become V2, the people you share with your link, you earn 40%. Whenever the robot trades for them. Now, this is what makes V3 sweet. Let me show you. Let me show you. You are here. You are V3. To become V3, you need 3 lines. 1. In this line, someone should be a V2. It doesn't need to be your direct. Someone should, this one, if this one is a V2, even if this one doesn't become, you have 1 line. Get a second line. 3 lines. In here, there should be someone a V2. Even if this someone is deep down here and is a V2, this line for you have. Maybe here, this one you brought becomes V2. Now, this is the problem with Royalq. Look here, guys. You'll be getting $10 from this guy because he's a V2. You'll be getting $10 from anyone this guy brings because he's a V2. You also be getting $10 from anyone this guy brings is a V2. But this guy here, you'll be getting $20 because he's a V1. This guy here, you are only missing out on this one and these people under. But this one's a watcher. You still keep on getting your money. And I was like, this business is sweet. I thought when one becomes the whole leg dies, you know, this one who is not V2, this one, you still make your $20, $20. And when you bring another person here, this one you earn on 50. Whoever he brings up to infinity, you also keep on earning $20. The challenge with the V3, me, I was using, it is called Futushubishu. This is where you need, this is a process. Futushubishu is a process that keeps your heart okay because you walk a lot, longer distances, and you keep on buying new shoes. So Fushubishu is a process where you stand on the road for a very long time waiting for a means of transport you did not prepare to take you to the next destination. Fushubishu is a process that affects your psychology because you associate sometimes with people you don't want to associate with. Fushubishu is a process where who understands Fushubishu? Let me see but I'm no longer your fellow. So it was when I became V3, I started to think, how can I live Fushubishu? How can I stop changing the process of shoes? And I started to think, how can I pay fuel? How can I be walking while seated? And that started on V3. The ability and the power to leave Fushubishu and start walking while seated. The dream became closer. The dream became clearer when I was on. Now at V3, it was never food. The problem was never food. V3, the problem was now, how can I stop sleeping in other people's houses? How can I stop boarding other people's vehicles? How can I stop? How? So when you become V3, you enter the mode, how can I stop? How can I stop? How can I stop? How can I stop? So you enter the mode of how can I stop direction. And how do you become a V3? Very simple. Very, very simple. Share your link to 5 people. So you had shared with 3, add on 2, they become 5. Help 3 people to become V2. Have a total of 100. Ladies and gentlemen, the questions will now change to how do I? Okay, it will go to how do I? That will be the question. What is happening? Is there anybody who fears money that is trying to enter the computer? Please don't risk, you will get your fingers burnt. Please don't try. You will get your fingers burnt. Okay. V4. How do you become a V4? You had shared with 5, add on 3, they become 8. Have 3 V3s in your team. Then you become a V4. What are the benefits? They're here. V1 line, $30. V2, 20. Like this, the bonuses keep on coming. But when you become a V4, you start getting what we call peer same rank. Peer, when someone is a V4 like you will no longer be getting $5 or $10 from them because they are the same rank with, but you'll be getting 1.5 USDT. But on every fuel fee they collect, Royalq will look aside and give you 10%. When you become V4, no more words to explain about you. Here, money. Now, how do you become from V4 become V3? You had shared with 8, add on 4, they become 12. Have 3 V4s. Numbers don't matter. From V4 and above, numbers don't matter. When you become V5, 65 USDT on embodied share, 55%, a lot of bonuses, 1.5 USDT from a V5 like you, 10% from the fuel fee they collect. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have ever thought about making not less than $200 a day, Monday to Sunday, become V5. This is the minimum. I'm an experienced person about this rank. This is the minimum. Whether I post screenshot or not, but don't look for me. I'm not sure whether I have the money cash. Because someone may say, don't worry, me, I will look for him. but you will not get the account. So just work. Someone maybe I will prepare, look for him, and I will go with his naked. Even when I will go, God forbid, I will be making money in my grave. So don't tamper. Don't tamper, my friend. Don't tamper. The robot will not die with me. So just make money. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you a super rank code V6. 20 directs, 3 V5s, 1,500. I'm working so hard to get this rank done. I already have one leg with 2 V5s. So one leg has 1 V5. So I'm waiting for 2 V5s. Someone's about to become a V5 very soon. And then another one. Slowly we are moving. We might be too slow, but we are getting to this rank. And our target, ladies and gentlemen, is to create 20 V6s, 2024, 2025. And that person could be you. But even if you don't want to be a V6, don't worry. Maybe you fear too much money. But ladies and gentlemen, when you become a V6, you start getting daily activated global dividend on every Royalq that someone activates. Royalq keeps aside $10 to share among the V6. I can't wait. Ladies and gentlemen, as I'm going to avail this PDF for you, I've already talked about what you do to rank up. But in this PDF, I've gone into more details, but I'll end with the income potential. Income potential. Income potential. V1, you can make between 30 to 60. V2, 30 to 100. V3, 100 to 300. V4, 300 and above. V5, 800 and above. V6, $1,500 daily. Arata. I used to see people make over $10,000 a day. And in this bull run, if Bitcoin only moved from $42,000 to $16,000, and now people are predicting Bitcoin to go to $1 million, we are going to be doubling, quadrupling, quintupling, quintupling, comparatively, singularly at the rank of V6. And if you are ready to rock the space and get to this rank, welcome to the money-making machine of Royalq, ladies and gentlemen. And if money is one of the things you love and you're not allergic to money, you know, sometimes people get annoyed with us who love too much money. Please, if you don't love too much money, it is okay. Make what you want. But if you are someone who doesn't love too much money, don't get annoyed with people like us who love too much money. If you don't love too much money, because some of us understand what is better than money is too much money. What is better than too much money? Too much money. What is better than more money? Overpopulated money. If you don't love overpopulated money, please, I want to ask you, do not go to Royalq, tap on invite a friend and share your link. Do not share your link. But if you want to suffer with the problem of how to use your money that you have not worked for, money that comes, whether you like it or not, go share your robot and you'll never regret this fantastic decision. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a palm-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege, ladies and gentlemen, to have you onto our call tonight,